This painting is called Sunset's Embrace, and it started off as a painting of a field of poppies, which it is, as you can see. It is a field of poppies. The cross was added as an afterthought, and it was because when I was painting it, the sun was casting a shadow here. There was a window hanging, and it cast a shadow of a cross, and I just thought, wow, that would be great to add that into the painting. So I added it into the painting, and then I managed to put sunbeams on it. The other thing that happened by accident was this cloud. I don't know how it happened. I was just brushing on, the white onto the black, and it turned into this swirly cloud with a hole in the middle. It just looks like a storm, which I think is quite appropriate because this painting reminds me of the field of blood, which was also called Akeldama, or Potter's Field. In the Bible, the field of blood was also called the Akeldama, or Potter's Field. It is the historical plot of land purchased with the blood money that Judas Iscariot received for betraying Jesus. The location is associated with Judas's death. So therefore, the scriptures that I'm going to read are from Matthew 27, verses 3 to 10, to start with. When Judas, who had betrayed him, saw that Jesus was condemned, he was seized with remorse and returned the 30 silver coins to the chief priests and the elders. I have sinned, he said, for I have betrayed innocent blood. What is that to us? They replied. That's your responsibility. So Judas threw the money into the temple and left. Then he went away and hanged himself. The chief priests picked up the coins and said, "It is against the law to put this into the treasury since it is blood money." So they decided to use the money to buy the potter's field as a burial place for foreigners. That is why it has been called the Field of Blood to this day. Then what was spoken by Jeremiah the prophet was fulfilled. They took the 30 silver coins, the price set on him by the people of Israel, and they used them to buy the potter's field as the Lord commanded me. And the second scripture I want to read is in Acts 1, verse 18. With the reward he got for his wickedness, Judas bought a field. There he fell headlong. His body burst open and all his intestines spilled out. So that is actually quite a different explanation than the first scripture, which talked about him being hanged, but I can only imagine that he fell headlong from the rope, maybe, because I don't think they would contradict themselves. Everyone in Jerusalem heard about this, so they called that field in their language Akeldama, that is field of blood. And I just want to show you some close-ups of this painting. Just show you a little bit closer up. There's the cloud, there's the poppies, and there's the cross with sun rays. I had to very gently swipe down with pale yellow, sort of lemony coloured paint that I used to create these sun rays from the sky.